Welcome to Chancellor High School in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Charger Stadium is the site for the third game of the season for the Chancellor Chargers boys soccer team. Tonight it is from Louisa County. The Lions come in with a record of 0-2, and it has been a pretty rough go of it for the Lions recently. They come in with a 40-game non-winning streak. That's correct, 4-0. Their last win was in April of 2021. This will be the first meeting between these two teams since the mid-90s when they were both in the Battlefield District. Chancellor then left and went to the Commonwealth for a while. During that time period, Louisa County left to go to the Jefferson District, which is where they still are today. When Chancellor came back to the Battlefield where they've been for a number of years, Louisa had already left.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our homestanding Chancellor Chargers. Chancellor's head coach Mike Webb, assisted by Steve Petros. Number 4, Perry Quasi. Number 5, Nelson Rodas. Number 7, Anthony Oliva. Number 8, Keenan Parker. Number 10, Henderson Juarez Franco. Number 12, Ryan Eaker. Number 14, Brandon Portillo. Number 16, Angel Sosa. Number 18, Daniel Oliva. Number 20, Aidan Carr. And number 22, Mason Munoz.
Chancellor comes into tonight's game having outscored their opponents 4-3. However, they gave up a 1-goal advantage to Eastern View last week. They overcame a 1-goal disadvantage against Brook Point. And Louisa gets it started. Comes back to McDougal. Trying to get in to intercept it was Anthony Oliva. Nice takeaway briefly by Keenan Parker. And here's Portillo with the first shot attempt, and that is a block.
Charger corner kick.
It will result in the first corner kick of the game for Chancellor, who scored on a corner kick their second goal of 3 against Brook Point 1 week ago. So this will be the short version of the corner kick. Defended nicely by the Lions. It'll be a throw in on the far side by Chancellor. Aidan Carr will throw it in for the Chargers. He's got very long arms. He can get pretty good distance on a throw in. He momentarily got it back. And there's a whistle as Parker hit the deck. It'll be a free kick for Chancellor. That one was headed away nicely by Louisa County's number 12, Parker Harmon. This will be the first goal kick of the game. Headed by Parker. And Guaisi gets his foot on it. Heads to the corner. Will it stay in bounds? No, it will not. It'll be a throw in for Louisa County. Just underway here at Chancellor High School, about 3 minutes in, no score. Louisa County lost their opening game not too far from here at Riverbend High School, 3-1, and then fell to Western Albemarle one night ago at home by the score of 5-0. And Gursky will catch up to this one. Long throw upfield. Off the chest of Morgan. Nice takeaway on the far side. That was by Espinal. Joel Espinal Aragon. So the father's name is Espinal, the mother Aragon. And once again, the ball goes way past the left goal area, tracked down by Gursky. This will be the second goal kick. Headed by Daniel Oliva. And that one comes back to Gursky again. He waits for the jerseys to get set. Kicks it a little bit low and a little bit past Cason Soriano. Have a kick here from the top of the box by Chancellor. Not sure what the call was down on the field. Parker and Sosa. It is Parker who boots it high and strong and to the right. So 2 shots in the game for Chancellor, neither on goal. Six minutes into the game, goal kick number 3 for Louisa County. To the best of my knowledge, the ball has not crossed the midfield stripe yet. And now it will. Deflected off of Sosa. It'll be a throw in just on the Louisa County side of the midfield stripe. Long throw in by McDougal. Taken away by Grados, Will Grados, the sophomore into the game, number 11. And it's a race on the far side of the field, and just sending that one across the line to prevent danger was number 17, Espinal. So Carr will throw it in, and from this range, it's almost the equivalent of a corner kick, but not quite. And that got a little bit too much distance in the air on it. And the Lions boot it back to about the same place where Carr will do it again. Much better throw in there. Headed away by the Lions. Not a free, well, a free kick, not a goal kick, but a free kick coming here from the Lions. About 20 yards out of the goal line. Headed back the right direction for Chancellor. Portillo Kicks it ahead. Was hoping that maybe Franco could catch up to it. He could not. Portillo has it taken away. It'll be booted along the side. And it will be another throw in. Let's see if Carr can get some distance on this one. This one's a little bit closer than the first two. That throw a little bit off target. It actually goes across the goal line. It'll be a goal kick, number 4, for the Lions. They go short. Chancellor moved up, trying to do something with it. Oliva had it momentarily, taken away by Louisa. Whistle, Parker will be called for the foul. Free kick right from the midfield stripe. And Louisa rolls it about a yard or so to the right of the stripe. Nicely by Chancellor. Portillo handed off temporarily to Grados. Franco. Check that. That was the Oliva that was chasing it down on the far side. Grados will send it back. Chancellor definitely having the advantage in terms of pressing the tempo so far. About 10 minutes in, no score on the board just yet. The Lions will throw it in front of the Chancellor bench. Kicked upfield. Kicked in the right direction for Chancellor by Eaker. This is thing. Chancellor with the lead. He sends it to the side. Now out in front. And taking it away momentarily was Grados. Throw in for Chancellor again. Carr sends it in to Portillo. And some sort of infraction will result in the ball going the other direction for Louisa County. Comes the free kick. The low liner. Almost getting to it was Anthony Oliva. That'll be off of Nelson Rodas, and it'll be another throw in for Louisa County. Portillo has it. Sends it into the corner. Can Chancellor get to it? No. It will go across the end line. Goal kick number 5 for Louisa County. No goal kicks yet for the Lions, which means they're not putting any pressure whatsoever on Chancellor keeper Mason Munoz. Franco was waiting for it. Carr's going to throw it in. Franco and Grados are nearby. It went right past Franco. Picked up by Gursky. Right footed up near midfield. Pretty good advance here by Hancock. Chancellor takes it away, but it comes back to Louisa. Chancellor's back line able to clear it away. Nice footwork by Grados. He kicks it long and out of the reach of everybody. It'll be a throw in on the far touch line for Louisa. But it comes back to Chancellor. Nice job keeping that one from being a breakaway. Good work there by number 12, Parker Harmon. That attempted pass by Franco, knocked across the far touch line. Carr will throw it in. Just to the left of the Chancellor bench. That one comes in low to Oliva. Moreno. Looks like he's going to shake it off. It'll be a free kick for Louisa. That one gets by several jerseys. Back line, able to clear it away. Grados sends it forward. Cleared once again by Parker Harmon. He's had a good game so far for Louisa. Throw in by the Lions in front of their bench. And gets knocked out, and it'll get thrown in again in front of the Louisa bench by the Lions. Ball goes out of bounds very quickly. A throw in. It comes up to number 11, Grados. Once again, we see another long kick. Can grab not. There's a battle for the ball. Now into the corner. That looks like that might be a corner kick for Chancellor. Let's see. It will be. This is the second corner kick for Chancellor. So the ball was kicked across the end line by the Lions. There was a battle in the far corner on the left side. Comes the corner kick right in front, and right there to put it in was Portillo with the second goal of the game. Right at the halfway point, the 20-minute mark. So Chancellor goes up now 2-0, and that's the second goal of the season on a corner kick, and that portends well for Chancellor. That was a problem last year where Chancellor simply could not score on corner kicks. They now have 2 goals off of corner kicks in just the 3rd game of the season. So Anthony Oliva ties with the lead in points with 3. Goals so far this season by Sosa, Carr, Parker, and Lohr. And add to that now Anthony Oliva and Brandon Portillo. Carr to throw it in, waits for the pieces to get set. Still a lot of movement. Carr in no great hurry to throw it in. Now he finally does. Off the chest of Franco. And it's kicked intentionally across the far touchline. So Carr will trot down the field. About 20 yards to the left of the end of the Chancellor bench. Long, high throw in. Free in front. Headered, but taken away by Gursky. Nice work by Larson Moreno. In front, cleared away by Quayasi. Perry Quayase, the junior back, number 4. There's a block. Daniel Oliva got the block on that one. Franco tried to send it forward. He was trying to hit Grados on a breakaway. Grados does get it back. And it's kicked back to him and then headed across the far touchline. Quick throw in. Parker has it. Wanted to hit Franco, too strong, but Franco gets it back. Wanted to send it ahead to Angel Sosa. Instead, this one comes all the way to the back line. Chancellor needs to clear that one away. Does not. Nelson Rodas was trying to clear it away, couldn't quite do so. Dougal sends it forward, and here's right in front. Munoz has to dive. I don't think that's going to be counted as a shot on goal, but he had to dive, and that one would have been maybe a foot or so to the right of the right post. So a good chance there by Louisa. Here's Sosa. Trying to do a give and go with Franco. And what a takeaway by Parker. He shoots it, and that's a save by Gursky. Parker with a shot on goal. Only 3.5 minutes in, 2-0. Chancellor with the lead. Eager not able to do much with that, and there is a player down for Louisa. He's now up, tying the shoelaces. He being number 21, Hayden Pugh. And this will be a free kick and a scoring chance here for Louisa. Munoz scoops that one up. .15 and a half remaining in the first half. 2-0, Chancellor with the lead. Goals by Anthony Oliva and Brandon Portillo. Sosa kicks it ahead, but a little too far ahead. It'll be scooped up by the keeper for the Lions, Caden Gursky, the senior, wearing number 00. He's wearing a red shirt versus the all-whites for his teammates. Here's Franco getting free in front, fires it, and too strong and to the right. He wanted to hit the upper right corner of the goal, but just put too much on it. Four shots so far by Chancellor. 2 have found the net. Here's goal kick number 7. That one almost goes straight up in the air from Eager. Grados thought he was going to be able to take it away. Could not. There's a good clear by Eager. Here's another long kick. Here's Parker racing towards the ball, but he's going to be about 10 yards short, and Gursky will pick it up. Two-nil Chancellor, 13 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this first half here at Charger Stadium in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Taken away by Chancellor. Here's another long kick. Let's see if Franco can catch up to that one. He's certainly trying, but it's going to be rolled back to Gursky, who will boot it forward. Oliva wanted to get to it but couldn't, and here is coming out of the net, Munoz scooping it up. Munoz boots it forward. Headed back the other way by Louisa. Another header by Moreno. Battle for the ball, and Sosa thought he was fouled. The official saw it exactly opposite that. Battle for the ball in the near side right corner. It'll stay with Louisa. Moreno will throw it in. Sends it back to McDougal. Blocked out by Sosa. And McDougal will throw it in. Wanted to go long, headed away by Chancellor. Franco has it. Boots it long. Trying to chase it down is Chancellor. They do. Nice work chasing that one down by Anthony Oliva. He showed some real wheels on that one. Here comes a soft shot. I'm not even sure you'd call it a shot, more like a cross. And it's picked up by Gursky. He boots it to midfield. So a soft pass to Franco. Steal and takeaway there by number 15. That is Soriano, Talon Soriano, a senior. long pass ahead. That was intended for Adulio Gutierrez, who is into the game, number 9. Nice stop there by Carr. Trying to take it away was Grados. I think the call is going to be a free kick. It is. It'll be kicked by. Looks like this might be number 10, Malcolm Young, a freshman. It is. Here comes Chancellor, a 3-on-2 possibility. Kicked ahead to Adulio. Gutierrez can't quite control it. Now he gets it back. Some fancy footwork. Kicked across the near touchline by Young. Chancellor will throw it in. Here comes Carr making the long trek down to throw it in. Carr looks to be the tallest Charger on the pitch. I would guess 6'2", 6'3"-ish. Header across the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for Chancellor. Corner kick, I should say, for Chancellor. This will be their third. So it will be Parker and Grados in the corner. Now Grados will let Parker handle it solo. Here it comes, well placed and nicely timed by Gursky, who jumped up into the air and took it away. Louisa trying to get a fast break out of the deal. That'll go across the far touchline. Chancellor will throw it in. Coming up on 7 minutes remaining. 2-0, Chancellor with the lead. Almost got free in front for Chancellor. Kick along the far side.
Too many touches!
And what's going to be the call here? Is that going to go across the end line off Chancellor, or will it be a corner? It will be a corner.
Charger corner.
So it'll be the fourth corner of the game for Chancellor. They scored on a corner. Their second corner score of the game. They go short off the corner. Here's a boot off of the left post that goes in. Parker with the goal. That occurs at the 6:13 mark.
Chargers' third goal, scored by number 8, Keenan Parker.
So Parker becomes the first Charger to have 2 goals on the season. That's his second, and it's 3-0 Chancellor. Furman tried to boot that one away. .5:30 remaining. Now 3-0 Chancellor. Kick by the Chargers goes upfield. And that one's going to be kicked across the far touchline by Louisa. So Carr will come in to try to long arm it somewhere near the vicinity in front of the goal. State's going to go short this time. That's going to be deflected, I believe, across the end line. That should be another corner. It is. Corner number 5 for Chancellor. This one is right in front where you want it. Headed away by Louisa. Back it comes to Oliva. He sends it back to Furman. That one goes across the far touchline in front of the Chargers bench. Throw in for Louisa. Exactly 4 minutes remaining in the first half. A 3-0 Chancellor lead. Throw in, knocked around. Back to Malcolm Young. Whistle. And a foul on Chancellor, so we'll have a free kick here from near midfield. Good long kick. Hasn't been cleared yet by the Chargers. Now here's a whistle. It'll be a free kick for Chancellor. Carr takes it. Pretty strong kick straight up field off of the chest of Portillo. But there's a foul on Chancellor right about the time that Portillo kicked it. Well, if you're Chancellor, certainly just want to get out of this first half with no damage done. You've got a 3-goals lead. Long kick upfield, still loose in front. Munoz will scoop it out of the air near the vicinity of the mouth of the goal. I don't think you call that a shot, but that was a little too close for comfort.
Two minutes, official time is on the field.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. Time will be now kept on the field. Here's a long pass ahead. Can Portillo get to it? He can. Guarded closely down in the corner. And he tries to get a shot off. It goes off the side of the net. So that's his second shot attempt. Check out, that's Portillo's third. Comes the cross in front and just wide was Adulio Gutierrez. So good advance by the Chargers. We're under 2 minutes remaining. There may be some stoppage time, not much. Grados tried to clear it. He'll hand it off to Parker. He'll come back and across the way to Furman. who loses it. Off the chest of McDougal. Comes to the near side.
That's the half.
That will be the end of the first half of play. Chancellor leads it by a score of 3-0. The first goal came at the 27:56 mark of the first half. Anthony Oliva put it in from about 20 feet out. Second goal came right at the midway point of the first half. 20 minutes, 00 seconds from about 10 feet out, Brandon Portillo. And then Keenan Parker with the third goal of the first half at the 6:13 mark from about 25 feet out to give Chancellor the 3-0 lead. We'll tally up first half stats and be back for the call of the second half of this game. Chancellor leading 3-0 over Louisa County here at Charger Stadium in Fredericksburg, Virginia, on the NFHS Network. So the first half stats for Chancellor: 8 shots, 4 on goal, 5 corner kicks, no penalty kicks, no goal kicks at all. For Louisa County, just 1 shot, it was not on goal. 0 corner kicks, 0 penalty kicks, 7 goal kicks. There were no cards for either team in the first half of play. So those are your first half stats, and we're about ready to get the second half underway. Comes back to, I believe that was Parker. Parker knocked down, foul will be called. It'll be a free kick from around the vicinity of what would be the football 45-yard line. Chancellor now moving from left to right. Consequently, Louisa right to left. Rodriguez boots it deep. And getting free momentarily looked like was Sosa. All for the ball in the corner. Comes out in front. Anthony Oliva was there, but it's knocked away. Chancellor will get it back. This is Grados, taken away. Comes back to Chancellor, and sprawling across the way was number 4, Kwaisi. The junior back, Perry Kwaisi, number 4. Free kick comes in close, and Gursky went up to corral it, momentarily had it, then lost it, had to go back and dive on it a second time, but he does so successfully, and he will boot it away. Comes off the back of Hancock. Parker dribbles around, does a twist, does another twist, sends this one long. Anthony Oliva in front, but it is blocked away by Gursky. Oliva did get a shot, and that was on goal. Here comes a throw in by Furman. That looks like he's going to kick it. Here comes the long kick, very nicely placed, and a nice diving attempt by Franco. Coming on the far side was Sosa to try to clean it up. Check that out, Munoz. Gursky picks it up and throws it upfield. Carr stayed with it, thinking that was going to go across the touchline. It never did. It's like that bunt that goes down the third baseline and just slowly stays in play. So it's going to be a corner, the first corner of the game here for Louisa County. will be Hayden Pugh, the senior, number 21, that will send it in. He's a left footer. Pretty well placed, but it goes through everybody pretty much. Sosa gets it, dribbles it forward, tried to hit Franco. Back line is there for Louisa County. Franco kicks that one backwards, goes in front of the Louisa County bench, and they will throw it in from that location. This one comes to the near side to Furman. He sent it deep, trying to hit Grados. Grados goes down on the ground rather hard. And good sportsmanship shown there by Louisa County, helping him up. That was Espinal. So free kick will come here for Furman. About 25 yards out. His cross had a little bit of spin on it. That's going to go across the end line. It'll be another goal kick, the first one of the second half for Louisa County, who trails 3-0. Earlier tonight, it was the Chancellor JVs that won again 2-0. It's the first time that Chancellor and Louisa County have played a JV game ever. They did not have a JV team at Louisa when they were both in the same district. It was a 2-0 win for the JV, so they are now 71-0-4 in their last 74 games. Stephen Petros doing a nice job feeding Mike Webb some talented players at the varsity level coming out of the JV program. Carr clears that one ahead of everybody. Franco tries to chase it down. That's going to go across the far touchline. I can't tell who it was off of. I think it was off of Louisa. It was, and so Carr will come up with the long arms to make the throw in. He'll go rather short this time. Kick up field. Grados had it momentarily, now taken away. Chancellor gets it back. Comes to the near side to Anthony Oliva. He'll send it to Daniel Oliva. It'll go to the back line now. That kick goes awry. Kicked basically into the Louisa County bench by Chancellor. It'll be a throw in by the Lions. A little over 7 minutes into the second half of play. 3-0, Chancellor with the lead. Chancellor scored first in this game. And if you don't think that's important, in 646 Chancellor matches since the program began in '89, the team that scores first wins 84% of the time. Although this season, the first 2 games, that has been the exact opposite. Chancellor overcame a 1-0 lead by Brook Point to win the first game 3-1, and then had a 1-0 lead at Eastern View last week and managed to lose 2-1. The first ever loss to Eastern View. Chancellor's all-time record in non-district games, 112, 21, and 11. Comes Chancellor. Kick off the side of the net by Anthony Oliva.
Charger corner kick.
And that will be off of Louisa County, so it'll be the first corner of the second half for Chancellor. They had 5 in the first half and scored on 1 of them. This one is short. Parker tried to left foot it in. Deflected. Across the near touchline. Not quite a corner. About 2 feet away from being a corner. So Carr will send this one in. Some sort of a problem in front of the net. Now Carr will throw it in. That was a little bit short, but does get free in front, and Chancellor had a shot and could not put it in. Here comes a beautiful, beautiful feed. And that is a score by Oliva. Anthony Oliva at the 30:09 mark, and it's 4-0. Chancellor.
Chancellor's 4th goal, scored by number 7, Anthony Oliva.
That one came from about, we'll call it, say, 20 feet out. So it's 4-0. Chancellor would love nothing more than to get 4 more in about the next 10 minutes or so and make this a 60-minute game, not an 80-minute game, with the mercy rule being applied. Comes a pass into the corner. Whistle. They'll come back the other way. Julio Rodriguez showing some pretty good speed on the far side into the corner, but it'll be a free kick for Louisa County. About 25 yards out. Good header back towards the Louisa goal. That one goes across the far touchline. It'll be thrown in by Louisa. Chancellor gets it back. And here's a trip in the corner. Like it was Parker that went down. I'm not sure if he went down due to a Louisa player or not. Official says yes, it'll be a free kick. Deep in Louisa territory. This is as good as a corner kick right here. Players getting in position. Official giving instructions to the players in front of the net. No whistle yet. There it is. In it comes, and that's going to be put in on the corner by Parker. Well, sometimes you don't need to make a great cross. You can just kick it in from the corner yourself. Beautiful work there by Keenan Parker for goal number 5.
Score by number 8, Keenan Parker.
Well, one of the problems the Chargers had last season was getting points off of corner kicks. We've seen 2 goals here tonight off of corners. There was one in the Brookpoint game. Looks like Franco's going to take a breather here. Coming in will be Eager to take his spot. Getting in front is Anthony Oliva. Whistle. Oliva will pop up. Well, at least partially. He's up on his knees. Now he's up on his feet. I think we're going to have a free kick, maybe about 30 yards out or so. Let's see where the official's going to spot the ball. See if Chancellor goes short here. Sosa goes by it. Nice move ahead and a great give and go. A beautiful assist by Grados. And Oliva gets the goal. That one occurs at the 26:32 mark.
Chancellor's 6th goal, scored by number 7, Anthony Oliva.
So Oliva now has the hat trick. He scored 2 in the first. He's now got 1 in the third. He is the scoring leader on the season now for the Chargers, who have a commanding 6-0 lead. There's 6:32 remaining before we get to the halfway point of the second half. If Chancellor can squeeze 2 more up on the board, this game will end 20 minutes early. But as we said in the beginning, maybe Coach Webb doesn't necessarily want this game to end early. He wants to get in a good full 80 minutes of work in advance of the game against Spotsylvania coming up on Thursday night. Coming up for Chancellor on the 28th, it will be Spotsylvania here at home. On the 4th of April, James Monroe here at home, and then Cortland on the road on the 9th of April. There's a short free kick. Portillo dribbling. Check that was Grados. And there was I'm not sure you call that a cross or a shot, but Gursky comes out to get it. Carr sends it back. Taken away by Louisa. Getting it back for Chancellor was number 15, Josh Johnson, who's into the game. Long pass upfield to Gutierrez. Sosa got pushed from behind, goes down. And he started to come up, and now he goes back down again. I'm not sure if that's a cramp or exactly what, but the official has stopped play. Now he pops up. I believe the official is going to send him off the field to get tended to. So that was Daniel Oliva that took the spill. There'll be a little bit of stoppage time there if needed. Here comes a well-placed kick in front. Ball's loose, and Louisa clears it away. Another whistle. And that's going to be called offsides. So the 9th goal kick by the Lions comes upfield. Johnson wanted to get his body on that one. He got spun around a little bit, lost his balance. Portillo loses that one across the near touchline. Louisa will throw it in. And we're going to have time here for substitutions for both sides. Grados will go out. Soriano will go out for Louisa County. Aidan Pute will throw it in. Battle for the ball. Johnson takes it away. Comes upfield. Headed back towards Chancellor's goal nicely by Louisa. Espinal gives it off to Gorman. We've been saying Gorman. It looks like it's actually Gortman, G-O-R-T-M-A-N. So Gortman, not Gorman. My apologies. (21-27) now remaining in the second half. It looks like the Chargers are probably going to have to play the final 20 minutes unless they can really put on a flurry here and get a couple of goals. Nice dribble down the far side with Gutierrez. He's knocked down. That ball went across the end line.
Chancellor corner.
That's going to be another corner for Chancellor. This will be their 8th corner. Last time Chancellor had a corner, kick went in from the corner. This one comes in front and a little bit too strong. Several players trying to header it.
Charger corner on the other side.
And we will do it again, but from the other corner. In front, and Chancellor cannot send it across the goal line. Very good chance. And we're now under that 20-minute threshold, so it's not going to be a mercy rule game. Now we'll go across the near touch line where Carr will get ready to throw it in. Carr double clutches, now he takes off, throws it in, tried to go deep. Kicked into the box by Sierra Hernandez, the junior forward, number 13, now into the game. Taken away nicely by Johnson on the near side. Here's his cross out in front, and that one's in. Diego Ponce sends it across the net at the 18:55 mark. So number 7 for Chancellor.
Chancellor's 7th goal scored by number 19, Diego Ponce Alcazar.
So this one clearly is going to go to Chancellor tonight, 7-0, 18:55 remaining here in the second half of play. Chancellor's only regret is that they could not get this to 8, and they could not get it in the first 60 minutes. Other than that, it's been a pretty good night. The most loneliest man for Chancellor tonight has been Mason Munoz, wearing the sky blue uniform. Almost looks like a North Carolina Tar Heel. And he's had a pretty lonely night. That's just the way the Chancellor likes it. There's the whistle. Louisa puts it back in play. Johnson gets in front. Boots it long and hard upfield. Eventually chased down, I should say, by Louisa. And we'll have a foul called on Louisa. So Chancellor will get a free kick. About, not quite 30 yards out. Is waiting for the whistle. There it is. Furman sends it in, well placed, in front. Finally, Louisa clears it away. Nice job dribbling the ball upfield by Louisa. Nice job weaving his way through several players by Hayden Pugh. Back to Espinal. Taken away by Gutierrez. Tried to send it ahead to Ponce, who just scored moments ago. That will go off of Johnson across the near side touchline. 17 minutes remaining as number 17 will give it up to number 5, Dougal, to throw it in. That was booted by Johnson across the near touchline. Louisa will throw it in again. So the goal tonight for the Chargers was first and foremost win the game, obviously, but get several players into the game to get some experience. That has been accomplished. Not only do you want to win the game, you'd like to have a shutout. And to this point, Munoz really has not been tested. And it's a goose egg for Louisa County on the board thus far. So the Chargers have to feel like a lot of things tonight were accomplished. If you talk to Coach Webb, I'm sure there are things he would see that he would like to see done differently or done better, but by and large, through the first half and a half of a half, it has been all Chancellor. ball near midfield. Chancellor has it. Goes ahead to Ponce. Ponce sends it ahead. That was Gutierrez in the corner, but it's going to be offside called on Chancellor. "15 minutes even remaining on the clock. 7-0. Chancellor with the lead. Free kick coming here by Louisa County. A little bit short. Chancellor able to get in front of it. Pass comes to Gutierrez in the corner. Guarded closely. He gets off a good cross. Momentarily was free in front. Still remains deep in the box. Louisa tries to clear it away, and finally they do. Nice move by Hayden Pugh. He's had a couple really good dribbles here in this second half. Herman Hernandez, number 24, now in the game for Chancellor. Got his foot on the ball for a moment. Whistle, foul called on Chancellor. Louisa will free kick it. About 10 yards or so left of the midfield stripe. Here comes the kick, relatively low. I'm sure that Louisa would like to have that one over. That one came in just too low. You want to get a little bit of distance on a kick like that so you can maybe header it backwards and get it to a teammate with a good look at the goal. So Chancellor throws it in. That was Furman who threw it in. Gutierrez battling for the ball. Pugh battling. Pugh has it temporarily. Almost a breakaway there by Ponce. Back it comes to Furman. Send it forward to Johnson. Johnson with some nice footwork. Back to Ponce. In the middle of the field, he wanted to hit Hernandez. Scooped up by Gursky. 12 minutes even remaining. 7-0. Chancellor with the lead over Louisa County. In the third game of the year for Chancellor, the Chargers looking to go 2-1 on the season. The disappointing loss on Thursday against Eastern View in Culpeper County, the first ever loss by the Chargers to the Cyclones. Louisa will throw it in. Deep in Chargers territory. Deep in their territory, I should say. This is Moreno, who had it temporarily. Taken back nicely by Pugh. Kicked straight up in the air. And for the first time tonight, we're going to have Munoz touch the ball, and he falls on it. Why not? If it's one of the few times you touch the ball, you might as well hold it for a little bit. Got plenty of backspin on that one, not too deep. Off the chest of Johnson. Whistle. Foul on Louisa. 10 minutes even remaining. 3/4 of the way through this one. 7-0. Chancellor with the lead over Louisa. Interesting schedule for Louisa this season. The VHSL allows teams 16 regular season games in soccer. So obviously the goal is to have 8 home, 8 away. Unfortunately for Louisa, they only have 6 home matches. 6 home, 10 away. They will next be on the pitch on Thursday at Monticello, and then at home on the 8th of April against Orange County. That one went in front, and Gorski picked it up, rolled it on the ground, and went ahead to Moreno. He sends it long. This will go back to Munoz, who will kick it back into Chancellor territory. It's a battle on the far side. Chancellor has it. Nice dribbling, and what a goal! What a goal off of the right foot, completely unassisted. Trying to get the number of the player that got that goal. But the players are mobbing that particular player. All of the Chargers are happy to see that one. It happened at the 8:32 mark, and let's see if we can find out who it was. And they're going to call it. That is the 8th goal of the game. And we certainly wish we could tell you who it was that did it. It was a very nice, long running goal for the 8th goal of the game. And Chancellor will win this one. The game called at the 8:32 mark of the 4th period of play. Anthony Oliva with 3 goals in this one. Keenan Parker with 2. Portillo with 1. Ponce with 1. And the unknown Charger gets the 8th and final goal tonight as the Chargers run their record to 2-1 on the season. Next game will be Thursday night against the Spotsylvania Knights right here at Charger Stadium in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We thank you for watching tonight's game on the NFHS Network. Once again, the final score, 8-0, Chancellor with the win. I'm Mark Fout for Len Carlson and all that's connected with Chancellor Athletics. Have a great night, everyone.
And as always, lead the charge. Good night, everybody.